like basketball. Basketball I like, but I'm not good at. Yes, I'm not.
Me too.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the State of the League podcast Patreon edition. The only NBA podcast that talks about every NBA team every week. If you're subscribed to the Patreon, which you are, because you're here right now. Epic. Happy to have
Woken
you.
Strategies, he's not here.
Hey, maybe he is. We got a few new patrons over the past couple days. Maybe he's one of those people. It just would be weird.
Let us know, Woken.
Yeah. Also,
I'm curious, do you know us from TikTok or just YouTube?
yeah. So let us know, Woken Strategies.
Everyone comment down below.
Everybody. If you're a YouTube-only person, comment down below on the Patreon trailer, please. I know everybody listens to those. Those are the big views ones.
Yep. Last one got 600.
Oh,
that might be a record.
Damn. Fuck. What was I just about to say? Something about patrons. Oh man, it's gone. It's gone forever. That's tragic. But yeah, today we're breaking down the Eastern Conference. I'm your host Jack, aka Jokic Joestar. With me as always the world famous Pablo Escobar. Pablo, how are you doing today?
It'll be good to do this podcast episode to get my mind off what's going on.
What's going on where?
Don't chew into the mic. We're a professional broadcast. So there's I'm sure everyone's heard there's big drama in the shifting community. So if you don't know about shifting, there are people who believe that they can shift themselves into fictional universes essentially and live out their lives there. But yeah, there's a whole lot of rules, but one of the most popular shifting content creators, I suppose, on TikTok, I don't keep up with the community, but they say she's one of the biggest ones. She put out a video where she talked about some of her hot takes with the shifting community, and one of the things she said has everyone in an uproar.
Ooh, okay.
She thinks there's a genetic component to shifting.
Yo.
And so some people are super pissed. They're accusing her of eugenics.
I was gonna
but
say.
I don't think she was. I don't think the implication was black people can't shift.
Yeah, if you're not
something
from
like
a
that.
certain area of like this mountain range, then you won't be able to shift.
Yeah. But some of the other stuff she said, if you're a child, it's weird if you shift into being an adult in your DV, your desired verse, or D. It's D something. I think it's DV, desired verse. But or
It
desired
doesn't
something.
matter. We can call it DV now.
Yeah, we'll call it DV. And if you're an adult and you're a child, you shift into being a child on your DV. That's also problematic. So that's not cool either.
Did
really,
they
it was
comment
the
on
genetic
shifting
component.
races?
No, I don't think so.
Possibly pro
that's
shifting
pretty weird,
races.
too.
Possibly pro. I would be against it, but if they didn't comment on it, we have no idea how to. We can't tell.
Yeah. So,
Also,
and
I'm sorry for calling Inuit people that yesterday on the podcast.
Oh.
I did not. I'm sorry, guys. It's out of my vernacular. It wasn't in there to begin with. I'm not going around. I really don't talk about Inuit people all that much, but yeah, that's on me. I'll be better.
that's not what I heard. I got some DMs from some people who sat next to you at a Wizards game. They said when Jordan Poole chucked up some shots, you said, he's playing like a...
This guy's colder than a... And then everyone turned, whoa! And so, yeah, I won't do that anymore. Guys, I'm sorry. Fuck. How can we get this to Wemby talk? I know it's an Eastern Conference pod. That was a crazy game last night. I mean...
I feel as though I've shifted into a universe already where Wemby's the GOAT.
Yeah, I feel like I've shifted maybe like 12 years into the future, which is problematic because then I'll be, if I was born in 2005, I'll be like 20, I'll be 32 in 12 years. So
oh god,
that's tough. And I know you're not supposed to do that, but I shifted just to see what the NBA was like, and it was kind of like in Ben 10 when he goes into the future and there's Ben 10,000. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what Wemby is gonna be like, where it's like he can use the Omnitrix at will, no cooldown. He has a million different varieties he can go through. It's crazy.
My original nickname suggestion for him was Wem10. He ruined it by not being number 10.
Yeah.
Is Sohan number 10?
I don't know off the top of my head. I feel like he's like 12. He has a funky number like that though.
But yeah, it was such a good idea because have you ever seen that video of mine? It's pinned. I came up with the names for all his different forms.
Oh,
because
no, I've never
he can
seen
do
that.
so many different things. Yeah, well, everyone go to my TikTok page and watch my pinned. I have 2 pinned Wemby videos, but the older one. So, what's one of the names that I came up with? Fly swatter. Yeah, that's what I came up with for rim for rim protection. Well, that's what.
I mean, it's a first draft, you know. Like if we were at Nike, I think they'd like the conceptually,
Well,
but I don't know if they would accept that as like a final product.
Well, no, you got to remember the style of the nicknames that Ben 10 came up with. I mean, this was a 10-year-old boy coming up with alien names, so it was Forearms or whatever. And like Swamp Fire.
Swamp
Heat
Fire.
Blast.
Heat Blast. Diamond Head. Crazy one, considering that's a race of people.
Yeah.
So it's like to call someone Diamond, it's like it's like calling us like a
It's
white
like calling
face.
someone the E word.
No. I mean it's like naming one of your alien superheroes after the E word. Really. Yeah, but shout out to Ben 10. Shout out to Ben 10,000. Shout out to Victor Wembanyama. I mean, kind of own. I won't say owned Jokic, but he already probably is the best individual Jokic defender in the world. I feel like I felt like that since like
Hey, drop Jokic from that.
Well, no, I'm saying like the one defender in the world who's the best at guarding. Obviously, like I think he's the best defender in the world also, but sometimes like with Gobert can't guard Jokic one-on-one. But I feel like Wemby does a really good job of it.
Do you think I was watching him last night, and I was thinking back to what Holger, Dirk's physicist trainer, was saying. He was saying, don't put any weight on. Like, just stay nimble. And I was watching him last night, I was like, he really, like, if you accept... Should we just accept the strength difference for the rest of his career? Because he's still so big that it's like he could still guard people down there, and he could get better at it with time, with like IQ and stuff, and just reps and knowing people's tendencies and stuff like that. I just wonder if there's like, do we want him to get bigger so he could be more resistant to like backing down in the post? But
I really don't feel like it works that
it'll
well
it'll ruin
right
some
now.
mobility.
Like, I really don't feel like when Jokic was fucking putting the caboose on him last night, it's not like it was doing all
Putting his bunda.
Yeah, like he's so long that you still like
when you hit his chest, he folds on over.
Exactly. Yeah. Like if you any contact, because there was some of that also. Like Michael Porter Jr. had one where you make a good cut and then you bump him and he goes back a little bit and it gives you enough space to like get the layup off or whatever. I feel like he could negate a lot of that by like being ready for the bump. And like if he is just like back a little bit, like he preemptively absorbs the contact and it doesn't allow it to take him completely out of position. Even when the bump works, it's still like a really tough layup for most guys. Like he makes the release angle really fucking difficult. And so I feel like some strength will come just by nature of like going from age 21 to happy birthday, by the way, Victor Wembanyama, to like 26. You're gonna get stronger, but
what was his birthday?
It's today.
It's today.
It's today.
Oh,
wow.
You know, wait a second.
Fake fan doesn't even know his goat's birthday.
This is also my first grade teacher's birthday. That's weird.
Holy shit. Time kind of like a time paradox. How can Wemby be
What?
dominating the NBA right now if he's also teaching you in first grade? This doesn't make
What the
any
freaking
sense.
heck?
That was
I don't know if I don't know if she's still alive. I hope she
was
is.
she 7'4"?
No,
Okay,
but I was smaller back then, so
Mm.
it was harder to tell.
yeah. There's
I-
a lot
it
of
was-
forced
yeah,
perspective.
I was smaller back then in 2013.
Yeah,
So
that's good math. I never know how old you are when you're in a certain grade. Like if someone asked me how old like a fourth grader is, I'd be like,
so I know second grade is 8, and so I work
okay.
off that.
Fourth grader, I was gonna guess 10. Okay, so I guess I'm in the right wheelhouse. All right.
I got a fish tank when I turned 10.
Oh, damn.
Big year.
We never had fish or anything. I had a guinea pig for a while, but to be honest, it kind of stunk and it was pretty loud. A lot of indoor animals stink, and I don't love that. That's like one reason I would not like to get a cat, at least while I'm in an apartment. A cat in a house, maybe I could tolerate, but if you go to someone's apartment and they have a cat, it fucking stinks, and I don't love that.
Oh, really?
Oh,
The cat owners I know, they don't.
Are they in apartments?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well, maybe I just know slobs who don't take care of I mean, their cats are nice.
You know, sickos.
I guess.
Because cats clean themselves, don't they?
It's mostly
I
the
guess
litter.
It's just the
I
litter
think.
box that smells.
But I don't even know because like the litter box, I feel like it's just like a byproduct of the cat being in the house. But regardless, ideal animal for me. If I could have any pet right now, I think I'd rock with like a snake or a turtle or something that I could fit in like a
Ooh.
smallish box aquarium.
You would be a snake guy?
Oh yeah, I've like held pet snakes before. They're really nice. They're very like cuddly once they warm up to you and everything. Feeding a snake. If I could feed a snake crickets, that would be based.
Oh.
Doing the frozen mice
Yeah,
thing.
you gotta do a ritual sacrifice every time.
Yeah, doing that it would be a little tough, but that's why I'm also open to like
put him outside.
I'm not. It's 30 degrees outside. He would die.
Well, they're cold-blooded, so they're used to cold, right?
Yeah, I forgot. That's how that works. Ice in their veins.
Yeah, like D-Lo.
Nice. All right.
And he's a snake, according to Nick Young.
And stay out. Me putting my snake
knew a girl
outside in below freezing temperatures.
Only you say it only after you find his dead body.
And stay out.
I knew a girl with ferrets.
Ferrets are
remember she
really
told me-
stinky, right?
Yeah, I remember she told me she had to like spray them with anti-stink spray all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, how's this fun for you?
How's this? It's because ferret. To me, ferret is like a gimmick pet, where someone says, "Oh, I want a ferret," like it's something that like a 6-year-old wants. But yeah, no, I wouldn't.
It's something like the only people who get ferrets are people who are going to be or realistically could be a zookeeper. Like this girl, I don't think she moved away. In like high school.
Oh yeah, okay, guys. She went to a different school and she moved away, but she was real though, for sure.
I swear to God, I've spoken to girls before.
I believe you.
I swear. Okay.
I believe you. Jeez.
But she had major zookeeper vibes, and like if she was outside barefoot, I wouldn't be caught off guard. But I don't know if I think she probably didn't end up being a zookeeper. But she was in that genre.
I knew some people with hedgehogs that did not have zookeeper vibes. Yeah, I knew a couple people with like hedgehogs as pets, and to be honest, they were pretty nice. It was just like
What is a real life hedgehog like? Do they have spikes at all? Or
yeah,
anything like
they
that?
have like bristles, so like you can pet them one direction, like the band, and it'll feel fine.
You're beautiful.
Yeah, but if you pet them the wrong direction, it's spiky and stuff. I didn't love it, but yeah, whatever.
What One Direction, probably a pretty popular shifting verse. And one other thing I got to put out there is, so she said if I guess they write a list.
Mhm.
Like you get to write your desired traits and stuff. And so you could say I'm hairless in this verse, but she says it's gonna exist as a part of reality.
So you're gonna
And
lose all your
so-
hair?
So it won't just be you won't just be perfect. It'll probably manifest as a part of a condition
Oh.
and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so like yeah, it's kind of like genies. Like you could wish for things, but sometimes it could go wrong.
What verse would you shift into?
Oh, so 2012, Derrick Rose never tears his ACL, and also never does bad things off the court.
I would shift into Percy Jackson.
Oh,
That'd be
okay. What you would be? What's the guy? Hephaestus,
Whoa. I'm not a tinkerer.
the forge guy.
Yeah, it could be cool. I liked because in the sequel series, one of the guys was like a son of the Roman version of Hephaestus, and their powers were pretty based. He had like a tool bag that he could pull any tool out of. It was like bottomless. And that was pretty sick. So if I could, that's not like a bad power set to have for sure.
Well, who do you think you would be, just based off personality?
I don't know. I'd need to take a test. Maybe.
Are you a big swimmer?
No, terrible swimmer. From a state that it's literally the most landlocked state in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not for me. Maybe like Apollo. Hephaestus isn't a bad one, I guess. I'd have to I don't remember all of them.
Yeah, I don't remember them well. Do you know about the arch thing with Percy Jackson?
How it's like too far to jump.
Yeah, and he's like, "Well, I never went there. I thought it was closer."
Who cares, guys? Jeez.
But Percy Jackson should never be done live action. Is that new series out yet?
Yeah, the woke one, where
Oh, is it woke? Oh, yeah.
what's her name even? Annabelle?
Annabeth.
Annabeth. Which, like, that poor girl. Like, I don't know. It's important to have people of color in stories. Like, I understand all the stuff behind it, but, like, on an individual level, she probably did have to deal with, like, a bunch of people just emailing her, being like, you know, you're a fucking disgrace. You ruined Percy Jackson for me. Just, like, a bunch of, like, the worst fucking grown adult babies you could think of.
No. Annabeth is a white character.
Athena's literally Greek, and you're telling me she had a black child. Yeah, it's just insane. But yeah, I think that's out, and I think it was just okay. I've never watched it though.
But my take is make it animated.
Agreed. I'd be cool with that. Like, oh my god, Sakamoto Days trailer.
Percy Jackson anime.
The Sakamoto Days intro. It just dropped. The OP just dropped. Looks pretty good.
What chapter are they on?
Little under 200, I think. I just caught up and
okay.
It was losing me for a sec, but it took a turn where now I'm back in it. It's pretty sick.
Cause I was gonna say it feels pretty quick that they've gotten the anime. It's about to come out.
Yeah, it's literally like this month, and so 200. I'm not sure. Like, I haven't locked into that many mangas. I don't know how many chapters you get usually before the anime drops, but there's a solid like 4 arcs at this point. I think we're on number 5.
Kagurabachi got announced recently, right? But that probably won't come out for like a year.
Yeah,
and a half.
the Sakamoto Days one has been announced for like 7-8 months at this point, I'm pretty sure. Everybody, go read Sakamoto Days. I would not shift into that verse, though. It's kind of scary.
Oh. Well, yeah. Well, I saw one girl, she listed all her different places that she shifted to.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jujutsu Kaisen was one of them. She said her ability in that world is crazy. And then she also listed Attack on Titan.
Oh,
why would you shift in there willingly?
You go there? I mean, I would assume the kind of people who shift, there's probably a pretty big overlap with the kind of people who are like Levi Ackerman is the hottest character in fiction. Like, I would assume those Venn diagrams are a circle. But
The eugenics girl shifting to the country that's not walled and just being racist. Kill them all. Don't let them in.
those island devils. All right, and that was the trailer for this week's Patreon episode of the State of the League podcast. You can go to patreon.com/State of the League to find this episode, plus every other one we've ever put up on there. Join a Discord and get access to a bunch of different fun perks, as well as supporting me, Jack, Jokic Joestar, as well as Pablo Escobar financially. So thank you very much. Go check that out, please, and thank you.